are planning a house extension, or you're planning to reconfigure your home in some way, make some home improvements, but perhaps you're feeling a bit stuck, overwhelmed, confused, scared, and maybe struggling to agree with your other half about what you're going to actually do. And so this is where the Design Your Home Vision process, based on the Eagle method, my framework that I've created to help homeowners to design your home vision, is going to really help you. And there are so many benefits to this process, and I'm going to go through those right now. So first of all, if you're feeling stuck, you've been perhaps dreaming of a better home for months or even years, but you're still no further forward, then designing your home vision will help you get really clear on what it is that you want to achieve and make it so much easier to move forward, because this is the very first step. So once you've started that first step, it's going to be easier to take the next step, and you will start to get momentum and you'll become unstuck. And if you're feeling overwhelmed because a big build project, it's big and it's complicated, and you're maybe struggling to make decisions and even know what things you need to make decisions about, well, designing your home vision will make it super fast and super easy for you to make decisions, because it will get really clear what it is that's really important to you, what it is that you really need, not just you, but you with your family and your other half as well. So all of these different requirements, they'll become really clear, and you will then lose that overwhelm, because you'll have a clear vision and you'll be able to make those easy, fast decisions and move forward with your project. You might be feeling confused because you might have so many ideas, but you're not sure which one's right for you and your family, or if they're possible with your home. And this often comes when you are approaching your home design from the point of view of, oh, well, maybe we can extend here, and maybe we can extend here, and you're looking at it from a sort of a spatial, technical problem, rather than looking at it as a lifestyle transformation. What is it that you need to live your life? And then we can design the house around that to make sure it delivers what you need so that you can live your life, your version of your best life. Let me know in the comments if you are feeling stuck or overwhelmed or scared or confused with your house extension, your large reconfiguration project. So being scared is something that so many homeowners are feeling. You've heard maybe lots of horror stories of cowboy builders, costs running out of control, houses left half finished and dangerous, and you want to avoid those mistakes, but you don't know how. So this Design Your Home Vision process, it really helps you to prevent a lot of mistakes that could happen. One of the stages is to gather information, and that information can really highlight potential difficulties, challenges that are going to have to be overcome, and that might add cost into the budget at a later point in the project. And so if you know about those things much earlier on, you can design those in, and you can design out the chances of it going to massively overstretch your budget and mean it's impossible for you to complete the project, or for it to take a really long time for you to be able to finance it. And you may be feeling disconnected in some way with your family, your other half, because you're struggling to get on the same page. And even though you both want to improve your home, you just can't quite agree on how that is going to look, what that is going to be. And I certainly know that people who I've worked with who've got to the point where they really have struggled so much, they haven't actually started to work with me because they've just put this onto the it's too hard to do pile. We we can't agree, and so we're not going to make a start. And this is such a shame, and you don't, it doesn't have to be like that, because the thing is, what's important is that you are both individuals, you both have requirements, needs for your life, wishes for the way you want to live your life, and that those are important. Both of you need to have that addressed and fulfilled. And so it's not a case of you can have what you want but you can't have what you want. What you need to do is get clear on what you both want, and that is the vision for your home, that it should create both of your needs and desires. It should meet both of those, and you may be struggling to figure out how to do that, what the solution is that is going to provide both of those maybe seemingly competing sets of needs and desires. But that's okay, because that's something that somebody like me, a designer who's really skilled at these sort of what may seem like compromise situations, but how to create a holistic design that isn't actually a compromise, that actually does meet very different, seemingly contradictory requirements, and do that in a holistic and elegant way so that you get a solution that really is right for both of you as individuals, and both of you together as a couple and maybe a family. So this is something that you don't need to feel stuck with, and designing your home vision together or individually and bringing that together to make a joint vision is really helpful. So what I've realized over the decades or so since I've been helping homeowners as my clients is that this home vision that I've developed, this process, it doesn't just make the design process faster and less frustrating. It can avoid all these negative feelings that may be holding you back from making progress, from making the decisions that you need to easily, from knowing what is right for you and your family, from having the knowledge to avoid potential pitfalls, and from being on the same page as your partner. But that is not all. It can also make sure that you get a result at the end that you are really happy with. You don't have big regrets, because I meet so many people who have had a house extension. They've gone through the pain, they've gone through the dust if they've lived in, they've gone through the expense, they've gone through all the hassle, and they've got this house extension and they're not really truly satisfied with it because it hasn't ticked all their boxes. And the reason that it hasn't ticked all their boxes is because nobody told them that they needed to do this preparation work, that they needed to create a vision for their home and be really clear about what their home needed to deliver for them. And so this process is the process that you need to do regardless of who you work with as your designer. It's essential for you to be really clear about what you need and what you want from your home so that your designer can deliver that for you. And it's the only way that you can then get the result that you're happy with ultimately. It helps you to easily communicate what you want, and it makes sure that you get a home that will work for you into the future as well. For as long as you envision yourself in your home, it can be made to work for you. And so then you're not going to have to get to the end of your project having spent all this time, effort, emotional and physical energy, and feel like, oh, we need to go through it all again because it's still not quite right. No, you don't need to do that. It's just you can do it once and have it right first time. And so another really good benefit of it, you may well have seen grand designs and people struggling to keep their homes, their projects within budget, or to complete them before the baby is born and to keep their cool or even enjoy the process. And that sort of drama makes for great TV, but it's not really that great for a happy, comfortable, relaxed life. And this process of designing your home vision it helps you to spend only as much as you need and want to, and it can also help you to save tens of thousands of pounds on your project, because instead of doing what you think you should be doing, or what other people tell you you should be doing, or what you think you're expected to do because of society and culture and what have you, it can help you to get really clear on actually what's really important for you and your family. What do you really need? And you can be super intentional about creating a home that really fits you. And that means that you can then save tens of thousands of pounds on your project by not building all the extra bits that are not going to have any value for you whatsoever. So you can just build what's truly important for you. And that can also give you a much quicker result, because sometimes you go through this process and you realize you don't need to build at all. Or I had one client who went through this design process with me and she realized actually, yes, we could have done lots of things to make her home better for her, but those works, the cost of them was not worth doing in that house, in that location. And what she decided to do, because she'd gone through the checking process that I also help my clients to go through, she then realized that the best result for her was to sell that house and to buy another one that did tick her boxes. So you may go into the process thinking, right, we just need to build a big extension, but that might not actually be the best result for you. It might not be the quickest, it might not be the most cost effective, it might not deliver the most value for you. And so this process of designing your home vision first is what is going to help you to really get an intentionally right design for you. You can also create a much higher quality of build because you define what quality means to you. And quality can mean anything. It could mean gold taps and Carrara marble and parquet floors. It could mean integrated multiple sound systems and complex multicolored lighting, mood lighting, and all these different like tech gadgets all integrated within your home. It could mean passive house standard. It could mean super low toxic materials. It could mean everything's locally resourced and repurposed and recycled. It could mean anything. You define what quality means to you, and that is really significant. And then by saving money on not doing all the stuff that you don't need to, that's not going to benefit you, is going to be of no value to you at all, you can instead plow that into making your build much higher quality in terms of your vision of what quality means. And finally, the most important to me aspect of designing your home vision is that it helps you to build only as much as you need and want and nothing more. You don't have to build more than that, and that means you can be really intentional and you can really justify all the resources that go into your build, and that way you can limit your impact on the planet because you're really managing the resources, you're being careful with the resources, you're being a good steward of our earth. And that can just, apart from saving you money and all of that, making higher quality builds that can be more sustainable, it just means that you can then also use this process to think about how you want to live, what your lifestyle is, and how eco you want your lifestyle to be. And you can create a home that also has the right spaces and the right setup that allows you or helps you to live a more sustainable lifestyle as well, because your house is part of the picture. Our homes, heating our homes is a huge proportion of the UK's carbon use, but so is your lifestyle choices, what you eat, how you travel. All of these things also affect your carbon footprint, and so the structure of your home, the way it's set up, can also help you in living a more eco lifestyle as well. So These are some real results, real ways that this process has helped many of my clients. And I would love to help you to do this too. And I'm running a free 5-day challenge, a 5-day get ready to redesign your home challenge, which will start you off with creating your vision for your home. Because I really believe that you deserve to have a home that supports you in living your version of your best life, and that designing your home vision using this Eagle Method framework that I've created is the very best way for you to start to do that. So you can sign up, the link's in the description, and I really look forward to helping you the first week of January, first full week of January. We will be going through that very short, actionable steps each day that will help you to move towards having this clear vision for your home. And many of the participants of last year's challenges, I haven't run this for, it's been a year now since I last run this challenge, and the participants last year who did this challenge, several of them saved themselves tens of thousands of pounds. In one case, I think probably more around the £100,000 mark. So this is a truly valuable and useful week that you can spend with me. And as a fully qualified, very experienced architect, I will be there all week, accessible on a daily basis with a Q&A session where I can help you personally with getting this vision in place for your home. Really hope you join me. Click now on the link and sign up, and I'll look forward to getting to know you and supporting you through this process then. Bye for now.